There, it's time for agricultural science. Good afternoon one more time. Today is still Tuesday, 5th of May. We're having agricultural science. Today is 5th of May, 2020. And our topic is uses of farm implements. Uses of farm implements. So we'll start with number 1, cutlass. Number 2, watering can. Number 3, wheelbarrow. I hope you can still remember some of these farm implements from last term. And we have the rake. We have the spade. The spade does the same thing as the shovel. We have the sickle. We have the hoe. We have the hand trowel. We have the shears. And for today, the axe. So, what does the cutlass do? The cutlass is used for cutting grass and wood. The cutlass is used for cutting grass and wood. Before you start planting anything, you want the farmland to be clear. So all the grasses that would have grown since the last harvest will be cut down. Watering can. Watering can will be used for watering the plants. What does that mean? It means to pour water on the plants so that they can grow. When you say watering the plants, that means you're pouring water so that they can grow. We have the wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow is used for 2 things. For carrying harvested crops. You know, when you harvest your crops, you can use the wheelbarrow to carry them. But we also use them to carry away grasses and woods that have been cut. So you use them to carry those grasses that we use the cutlass to cut. Those woods that we cut into small pieces, we also use the wheelbarrow to carry them. And then we have the rake. We have the rake. You know, before you put your grasses and woods in the wheelbarrow, you need to gather them together. So we use the rake for gathering leaves or weeds. Or woods that have been cut down. Then we have the spade. Remember, I said something else is like the spade, and that's the shovel. We use the spade for digging the soil, for loosening the soil. You know, there are some parts of the soil that would have been hard. We can just use the shovel to loosen it. Remember when you're playing on the playground, there are times when you put those toys in the sand and you turn them like you're loosening them. That's how they use the spade to loosen the soil. And then we have the sickle. It's used to cut weed. You know what weed is? These are plants that grow where they are not supposed to grow. Imagine if we have a maize farm. If vegetable is growing there and it is not needed there, it is a weed. All these grasses that grow in places that people don't want them to grow, they are called weed. Then number 7, hoe is also used for cutting grasses and for loosening the soil. It's also used for cutting grasses and for loosening the soil. Number 8, the hand trowel. When you plant your maize and the ground around it is hard, it's not growing, it's not allowing the maize to grow very well, or you want to put manure into it, you use the hand trowel to loosen the soil around that plant, and you do it carefully so it doesn't uproot the plant. For loosening the soil around the plant. So remember, you be careful so it doesn't damage the plant. Shears is used to trim branches of trees and bushes. You know, when you say bushes, all those plant looking trees, they are short. We see them when we take our nature walk in school. Those small fine ones that have flowers on them. Shears is used for trimming them. Trimming, that's cutting off branches of trees and bushes. Okay, And finally, for today, we have the axe. The axe is used for cutting big sized branches. You know the branches of a tree? The branches of a tree, if you want to cut it down, if you want to trim it, big trees, those ones that the shears cannot cut. You know this shears is used for trimming. The ones it cannot trim, we can use the axe to trim it. We use it to cut big sized branches to chop wood. Okay, let's go over it. Our farm implements. We have the cutlass for cutting grass and wood, the watering can for watering the plants. That means to pour water on the plants so that they can grow. We have the wheelbarrow for carrying harvested crops. We also use them to carry grasses and woods that have been cut. We have the rake for gathering leaves or weeds or woods. Can you remember what weeds are? Those plants that grow where they are not wanted. And the woods, you know the woods. And the spade is used for digging the soil and for loosening the soil. The sickle is used for cutting weed. The hoe is used for cutting grasses and loosening the soil. The hoe is used for cutting grasses and loosening the soil. The hand trowel is used for loosening the soil around the plant. The seed that has already been planted and is growing. The shears is used for trimming branches of trees and bushes. And the axe is used for cutting big sized branches. Big, heavy branches. Okay, so watch out for the pictures of all this. Thank you.